Good morning and welcome to my hobby bench yet again. So today's Tidbits video, I will be doing a quick look, basically quick looks of two engines that I just picked up out of a lot that I drove to the Wisconsin Dells yesterday to pick up from the estate of a modeler in Illinois. So first, let me show you a picture here of the engines I purchased. And then I'll defer you to the table. Now, before I do that, most of the engines I purchased have been featured, that was in that image, have been featured on this channel before. So today I'm going to focus on two of the engines that I have not had on the channel and just do kind of quick looks at. And then there may be a couple other engines in that lot that I'll do some of these types of videos with. So, to the table. The first one you see here, I'm going to do these one at a time. Well, it's two engines. A replica of the Mighty Atom and then a Merco 61. But let's start with the Mighty Atom. Now, these boxes on these, some of the boxes already had things written on them. So this is not a number or a price that I wrote on this box. Some of the other boxes had numbers and prices already written on them. For some reason, I don't know why people would do that, but they did. So anyway, this is, it says the world's lightest production engine, and we have a Sasha sighting. Hi. Can you wait a few minutes, Sasha? Now, as I said, this is a replica, and we got Sasha butt happening here now. A replica, because this engine actually dates back, the design and the initial production dates back to 1939. And I can't remember the brothers that designed it, but these were produced by Ray Arden just prior to World War II. And then after the war, things went south and things, it just didn't really catch on anymore after that. Can you vacate the premises here for a moment, Sasha? Thank you. So let's look inside this box because this thing is complete and it's beautiful. So here's what we've got. Do I want to zoom in here? Maybe just to keep Sasha butt out of the way. So the first thing you'll see here is the engine. I'm just going to take these things out because it's really intense. And here it says lift this cardboard for booklet and instructions, and that's one of those things where I always say, hey, always look under the bottoms of things in engines because you never know what kind of cool stuff you're going to find. So here's all the cool stuff that came with this engine. We've got this note, we've got spark plug accessories, we've got the igniter. Okay, now I need to zoom out a little bit. We've got the igniter, and of course, here, let me show you this beautiful engine. And it does have compression. I mean, it should, it's brand new, it's never been run. But this engine is just, it's spectacular in its own right. It really doesn't do anything for me. I mean, historically, I guess it's really cool, but I mean, this is also not my engine at this time anymore either. Yesterday at this time, it was my engine, but today it's not. A friend of mine, it's been sold to him. He will probably do more with this than I ever would because A, I'm not into spark ignition engines. Even though this would be really awesome to show on the channel running, it isn't going to happen on my channel. It just isn't. It's not my thing, but it's a beautiful engine. But I want to show you everything that came with this thing. Here we've got the Atom 5 accessories. I don't think this came with the engine mount. Might have, I don't know. There was a small engine mount in my box, but I don't know if it was for this thing or not. And it has this sheet here, which, let me just zoom in so you can read it as I read it. This engine has been reproduced using original magnesium castings. Like the original atoms that were produced, there were some weaknesses. The one weakness most likely to be found is the timer advance lever. Although the little handle looks like a good thing to use for advancing the timing, it is apt to break off if the timer clamp screw is snug. We recommend you move this lever by pushing the timer frame below the handle. So see, that just right away, that just kind of scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna want to mess with this, but what they're saying is don't push
on this part here.
because it's very small and brittle, and you would need to have this screw loosened a bit, or it just stays snug and you rotate it that way, but I'm not going to even do that. So the other thing that's interesting is it comes with this little cleaning wire, 0.008, 3 little pieces of cleaning wire to clean this thing. How in the hell would you do that? No, I'm not doing that.
Sorry, just not going to do that. Here's the instruction manual.
This thing is really cool. Tells you exactly how to hook it up. I mean, obviously, it's going to tell you everything you need to know about how to run this engine. But the final thing, let's get to the final thing here. And so here's our wire, our capacitor, and our spark ignition. And what is this? This is ignition set. So this is the instructions for the ignition set. But this piece of paper here is what's really, really interesting about this thing. And this is the original purchase receipt. And I'm going to try and show it to you without displaying the fellow's name that purchased it.
Here it is.
Purchased in 1702 from Woody Bartlett. Or maybe that's where it was purchased. And it was purchased for, all of this was purchased for $355.45. So that's why you always look in all of these things. Everything, look under the box. If there's any hidden places in the box, always look there, because you never know when you might find some really interesting history and information on how much an engine was purchased for, where, and all of those good things. So let me put this stuff back in the box here real quick so we can get to the second engine. Okay, so the second engine is a little bit closer to something I'm more familiar with, which is a glow engine. Now this is a Merco 61 RC Aero. It did not come with any instructions or anything like that. It was made in England by Premier Engines and Plastics Limited, Southminster, Essex, England. Now I have done a Merco 49 before, and I did 3 videos on that years ago. So let's quickly look at the contents of this. Now this engine really kind of is interesting to me because,
first of all, look at this cool looking exhaust.
This is definitely going to be one that gets run.
But here's the engine itself. It is a dual plug engine. Now I've had several dual plug engines before, and that's why it's kind of unfortunate it doesn't come with instructions. I believe, yeah, it's a ringed engine, standard ringed engine. Completely free, turns over beautifully. Comes with the engine, or the exhaust, high-speed needle, screws. It looks like a wrench. But I mean, so this is just a really cool engine. This is yet going to be another one of those that I will run. That's the thing I wish I had found I'm going to look more for the instructions. I haven't found a review of this exact engine. So I don't know. I believe this thing dates back to the late 80s, early 90s. I believe is when Merco stopped making engines in England. But I haven't found instructions for it yet. I'm just not sure if it was designed to run on FAI fuel or, you know, a nitro-based fuel. But anyway, so that is, let me sit back. That is the Tidbits quick look video for today. And like I said, a couple of the other engines might make this table so that I can give you a quick showing of them. Some of them they're pretty common engines, so nothing really super special there. But anyway, thank you for watching.